What's going on, and welcome to Rock Gamer. And with no DLC being released this coming week, it's kind of a weird week for me. I mean, when was the last time Harmonix didn't release DLC during a week? I think the last time was when they stopped releasing DLC for Rock Band 3. They had like 280 consecutive weeks of DLC releases. And they're probably doing this just because they want to work on getting the exports out there. So what I thought is, let's have some fun with this, guys. I want to hear from you guys. I want to take a look back at the last 7 years of DLC that has been released on this week and let you know my thoughts on what are some of my favorite songs during these weeks. Now, let's start with 2008. January 1st, 2008. I was a student in university in my 4th year. I still remember going to the engineering computer labs to check the Monday DLC announcements every week. And this week back in 2008, we got Gimme 3 Steps by Leonard Skinner. We got Hard to Handle by the Black Crowes. It was actually a cover. And Limelight by Rush. And I have to say, I own all 3 of these songs, but I love Hard to Handle. The cover they did is so much fun on drums. Limelight, it's Rush. What else do we have to say? It's a great, fantastic song on drums. I'm really talking about these songs from a drummer perspective. Two of my favorite songs that I still play to this day all the time on my Rock Band 3 and Rock Band 4 disc. The following year, on January 6, 2009, we got a Roy Orbison 6-pack. I'll be honest, guys, I'm not a fan of his music. I remember being in high school and having to take dance class, and we had to listen to Roy Orbison records on like a record player and do like square dancing and all these other weird kind of dances. I hated it, and that's probably a large reason why I don't enjoy his music. Now, that being said, I want to know from you guys, are there any good songs from this pack that I should be downloading as a drummer and enjoying? Comment below and let me know. Let's go into our following year. The following year was one of my favorite releases of DLC. We had 3 different sets of packs released. We had a 3-pack from Paul McCartney, all live versions, including Band on the Run, Jet, and his new song at that time, Sing the Changes. And then we had a Blink-183 3-pack. We had Adam's song, First Date, I Miss You. And then we had 2 songs from the Psychedelic Furs and Rock and Roll High School by the Ramones. And I purchased a Paul McCartney pack. I have so much fun on these songs, especially on drums. Jet and Band on the Run are an absolute blast and so much better than the studio version that was available in Guitar Hero and on Rock Band later on. I love the Blink-182 pack. I will warn you guys, I Miss You, while it's still a great song, it's not very fun on drums. Adam's song is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be on drums, but the hardest song by far is First Date. I didn't get a chance to play the Psychedelic First song or the Ramones song, but 2010 easily had one of the best packs. I remember this time in my life because I just had surgery on my leg, and I was worried I wouldn't be able to play Rock Band, drums for a couple months. Turns out surgery didn't even impact my foot at all. I was able to actually play drums totally fine. Let's go on to our next. Our next pack released was in 2011, and we had something interesting by Harmonix. They released 8 songs from Johnny Cash, none of which I downloaded because I'm not a country fan, and to me, I never thought Johnny Cash songs would be fun on drums, but I hope I'm mistaken. If you guys have the pack, let me know which songs are fun on drums, and maybe I'll go download them. And then they also released a number of songs from the 20-song free pack you got if you bought Rock Band 2. And of course, I already had those songs in there. And there actually are some really good gems that are part of the 20 free pack, but they never really released the good ones on the ones they released along with the Johnny Cash pack. So I'd say 2011 for me was not really necessarily a fun pack they released. Following year in 2012, we saw Rush's epic anthem 2112 be released. A couple months after it showed up in Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, and it was actually released as, I think you could download as one song, or you could download the 3 different parts separately. And I have to say, it's one of the best pieces of DLC released to date. The only thing I don't like is that it's still not available in Rock Band 4. It's one of several different packs I can't download in Rock Band 4 yet. But if you guys are a Rush fan, or you just want fun, difficult songs to play, go get 2112 whenever it's available in Rock Band 4. And then the final pack they released as DLC in 2013, a couple months before they stopped releasing DLC, was, if you guys remember, they started releasing a handful of songs from Rock Band Blitz every week or every other week, and they released Pumped Up Kicks and then Moves Like Jagger that week. Of course, I already owned all the songs because I bought Rock Band Blitz, and if you guys haven't done so, you guys need to go pick up Rock Band Blitz. It's easily so much better than the new Amplitude game that came out, and so addictive. Like, I've had so much fun playing Rock Band Blitz. I'm hoping Harmonix re-releases Rock Band Blitz or brings some sort of mode similar to like Rock Band Blitz to Rock Band 4. They've hinted that they'd like to do that, but they haven't really committed to anything yet. I think we'll see something like that in the future released for Rock Band 4. That does it for this week's DLC review, guys. I want to know from you, what was your favorite week of DLC in the past 7 or 8 years? Comment below and subscribe for the latest rhythm gaming news. Take care.